The United States going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
So we're very much on the way now. It is that familiar feat. He's rising! No, not the best of headers. He's looking wide. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's aimed into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Well, that is one way to stop him. And no, that was never going to make it. The United States, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well timed, excellent interception. Might be danger here. And he's really put himself on the line here. The United States with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Decent chance! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Canada are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions. Whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box, it can work.
And he cuts out the supply. That's a good ball out wide. Pass is just off target. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now that's a lovely exchange. Takes aim and crosses. He's having a shot! It's there! And we have liftoff! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Canada have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. The United States truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now the ball's gone astray. He's got away. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Now, can they get him away? They've won a corner. They've played it short. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping. But even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Space for him to turn and look. Produces a cross. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's had it nicked away. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Just eases him off the ball. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Nicely shaped ball. Nicely weighted ball. There's the crossfield ball. It's a really well-measured ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now he's got space here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He's had it taken off him. A heavy challenge.
This is the time you need that pace.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 45.996.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Cambio en Estados Unidos. Número 21.
The United States can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And that's gone loose. A probing pass, and he's picked it up out wide. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, that's a key interception. The United States do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Over to the right flank. Cross flung in towards the middle, and he was alert to it.
Cambio en Estados Unidos. Número 20. Número 6. Entran.
And he's been shifted
número
off it.
26. Número 15. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Cambio.
Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. That'll be a throw. That's been cut out, well played. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, it's a... There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Cambio en Estados Unidos. Número 4.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now, can they get it back? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's the keeper's ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He came in hard, very hard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Not the most accurate pass.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo
Well, there is a look
reglamentario.
that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking to play him in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that will be the final act. The United States perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Canada going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, this one always matters. Well, oh, he's been caught on it here. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes aim and crosses. It is a corner. They've played it short. Nicely weighted ball. Canada are looking to go forward now. Not the best distribution from the keeper. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Space for him to turn and look. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Quality ball. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call. The United States really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played into space. Now that's well seen too.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. He's picked his way through. Delivered. And the shot! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
The United States benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining.
Well, who knows? Could be a lucky omen, this.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? Well, now it's a... And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Surely now! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Canada are looking to break at pace. Oh, it's a shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Shapes to shoot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The message is clear, none shall pass. And that has not gone well. He has found the way through. There's the shot! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the right flank. Can he spark a counter here? That's beautifully weighted. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
The United States find a position of real strength now. He'll try from distance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Cleared away.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, this looks sharp. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Looking for the run. Space for him to turn and look. Has a look up and delivers. And the keeper gets his hands on it. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he gets rid in a hurry. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries a measured ball. And that has been knocked clear. That's good running with the ball. He's in a great position here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
And that has put paid to that. Driving on and making good progress. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
He's had a shot! And no mistake. They are playing them off the park. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Oh, great leap! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled. Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
The United States have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And he's been shifted off it. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's another throw. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. Nice looking ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's the keeper's ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Canada cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. The United States going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, don't...
There's the shot! Goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Canada gain their reward with an early goal. Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? That is lovely. Well, the ball's gone astray, and he cuts out the supply. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Oh, great feat, that.
And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to pass it through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
The United States really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's picked his way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's right! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Spread out to the left. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that's a throw-in. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pass somewhat off target.
Pretty robust defending.
Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
They've played it short. Chance to shoot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. The United States certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Foot in. This looks promising. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That ball looks a good one. He slipped. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. The United States present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And he's kept it out. And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Header comes in! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
And that was nowhere near his best. Can he stop it going out?
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Good ball, good take. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Goes looking wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. The United States coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
The United States can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to play him in, and that has left him in a heap. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. No, he's just misjudged that one. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Some really good ball movement. Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, delightful ball. And that has been knocked clear. So changes a foot here, and from both sides. And it's been taken short. Oh, that was vital.
The United States really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's had it taken off him. Goes long and straight. That is good progress on the left. The United States do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
The United States really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
So we have movement on both benches. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
The United States really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Driving on and making good progress. And claimed it back swiftly. Now this could be a chance. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic.
Canada have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Decent hit from there. A probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. It's not an especially good pass, that. Canada clearly now in lead preservation mode. This is a promising build-up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, terrible pass. Chance, surely! And that is wildly off target. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Looking for options for movement, and he's picked it up out wide. And that was very necessary. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The United States going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Crosses it in. Towering header! And it's a goal! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's having a shot! And a neat finish. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Canada going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
So straight into the action. And when these... He's having a shot! Goal! The United States! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. Canada are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Aimed beyond the defence.
Canada are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Short changes him with that pass. Driving forward. He's found. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Canada faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. The United States genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Chance, surely! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And that has left him in a heap. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. A chance! Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
Oh, what a ball! And the shot! And he's forced to go back. Engages and forces him off the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nice control. And he shoots! Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 45 minutes to change their fate. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. The ball has bounced loose now. Delivered low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's got away. Aimed at the far side. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautiful.
And the shot! Well taken goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. No, it's come to nothing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Big chance! And he's stuck it away! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Out of play for a goal kick. So we have movement on both benches.
Número 8. Lo reemplazará número 24. Se está realizando un cambio.
There will be a throw-in. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Canada do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pass somewhat off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That has not gone well. Played back to the goalkeeper. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Too long and over the line. So changes afoot here and from both sides. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's a pretty loose pass. Deftly away. Looking to play him in. Opts for safety. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's found a way through. That is ended up in no man's land. A heavy challenge. That is good progress on the left. It's a promising position. He's in a great position here. And that has been knocked clear. Chance here to counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that is as far as it goes. Canada cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
So straight into the action. Pride, tradition, chance! Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good spread. Now he's got space here. Tries to get it clear. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The United States are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now he's off and running.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicked it back promptly. That is good progress on the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's got the beating of his man. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
So we're still where we started right now. Just eases him off the ball. Canada are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That's tidy. Oh, what a ball! Opts to play it back. And the shot! Goal! The United States! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And that has left him in a heap. Played into the box, gets his head on it! And he's gone long. Some good work on the right flank here. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Look at the space here. So can he finish? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Chance here to counter. Space for him to turn and look. And a header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Canada have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Now, can they get him away? And that pass just didn't quite work. And the referee has blown for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Los jugadores están entrando al campo de juego.
So right back into the action. Threads one in, and the counter is on. Oh, that's fabulous. Good ball. Goes to finish! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
They've played it short. And he's gone backward here. There's the shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Canada are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shot could be on. Shoots! And yes, it's there! Back to within 1. Interesting. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Shot, surely! That's really well cleared. Now that takes a shot! And there's a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's having a go! And he's lifted it over.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Entrará al campo, número 9, cambio.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Canada perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
He is through here. That's destined for the flank. In with the challenge. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Número 20. Lo reemplazará número 25.
Oh, that's a key interception. This is a promising build-up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could move up a gear here.
There they go, hunting again.
Spread neatly. Impressive jump. Goal! The United States! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
The United States leading now.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
It's played through for him. Lovely bit of skill. Canada very much running it. And there's the shot! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he was quick to react. Played out to the left flank. That's the throw.
Cambio en Estados Unidos. Número 17. Número 21. Entran número 7. Número 24. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
6 minutos de compensación.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good back. Can he finish? Deep into stoppage time. No, he's not getting any further than that. Nicely aimed pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly... Oh, shooting chance! And that is as much as we have time for. Canada played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better and ever more beautiful. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yes, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
We're up and running then. And here's Brahim, chance for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Koundé. Spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior. And he's had a shot! Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this time, surely! Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's tidy. He's shifting through the gears here. Martin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Turns back here, probably the best option. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing OK here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gavi. Gavi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bernal. And here's Lopez. Fermin stood his ground strongly. But that has not gone well. It's a really well-measured ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Vinicius Junior. João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nicely shaped cross. And that should get the job done. He's having a hit! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or two.
And the shot! And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Vinicius Junior shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And they've got a throw.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Foot in. And here's Rafinha. Gavi. Vinicius Junior. Just eases him off the ball. Knocks it into space. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Brahim Diaz clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on...
Can he finish? That's another chance. And it's there. Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on... And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, he's having a shot! There it is!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And here's Gavi. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Fermin picks it up out wide. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And that is headed for the middle. Oh, what a big chance! And it's Bellingham. Decent chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vinicius Junior. Not the most accurate pass. Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. He has found the way through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's in plenty of space here. Traumeri. It's a good spell of possession, this. And he shoots! It's in! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Madrid leading now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
That's going wide left. Casado. It's Gavi. Spread to the right. Rafinha.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's there to retrieve it. Gavi, who's set up one goal so far. He is through here. That's an imaginative pass.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Pedri. Rashford has the space to scheme. It's just beyond his reach. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's intervened well there.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Rashford.
Oh, really well played.
Bellingham proves too strong. Now he's off and running. Pedri. And that will be the final act. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Bellingham voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Madrid really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
We're up and running then. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that is a hefty challenge. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. Oh, he saved it! And he's had it nicked away. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's got away. Carvajal has the space to scheme. And that was very necessary. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He's had it taken off him. Fermin. Brahim Diaz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's neat. Bellingham deals with that comfortably. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ambitious ball here. Shot a goal! And that has been cleared. Martin. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Koundé wins the duel this time. It's a really well-measured ball. Rafinha. That's tidy. And it's Pedri.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. No luck with that dink over the top. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's forced to go back. And it's Garcia. Gavi gets a foot in here. Fran Garcia, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Chouameni. That's Rudiger. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Just eases him off the ball. It is a corner. They've played it short. Cross needs to be good. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chouameni. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And he whips it in. Getting up there! It's there!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. That's good play from him.
And that's gone loose. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Fran Garcia wants to run onto this. Always onto this. Brahim Diaz receives it in a good position here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
This is a promising build-up.
Oh, really well played.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Played in by... Oh, good effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And here's Vinicius Junior. No, he's not getting his way this time. Has a look and plays it forward. Barcelona still this single goal behind. And the shot! And a neat finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and soon enough they'll get another break.
Rafinha. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's taking on the lot of them. Oh, that's nice. Bernal. Gavi. Oh, nice touch. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Chouameni, and it's Bellingham. Carvajal. It'll be a throw-in. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Brahim Diaz taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Rafinha. Showing good feet. And here's Pedri. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Lewandowski, and he can thump it away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mastantuono. Rudiger. Now Hausen. Fran Garcia. And that has left him in a heap. He's found space here. He's shifting through, tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Chouameni. It's really well cleared. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. And this is Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, well played.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And it's made its way to him. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Barcelona could have here their final chance. Lewandowski, clearly the target here.
Yeah, whether it's knockdowns or headers, you'll know he'll fight for it.
Pedri. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. Now this could be a chance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Pedri! Chouameni. And it's Carvajal. That's that, the end. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better, and ever more beautiful. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
So things are underway. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a key interception. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Carver. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gavi. Little pass back. João Cancelo. Now it's Lewandowski. Madrid still without a single shot on target. That has been cut short. Deftly away. Bernal. Gently done. Not the most convincing of passes. Bernal. And it's Pedri. Fermin finding himself in space. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Fermin with the short one. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, important challenge that. Oh, and it's been given away. He has found the way through. Looking to play him in. That's tidy. Bellingham. Showing good feet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bernal defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the ball's gone astray, delivered in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Oh, lovely bit of... takes a shot! Bernal. Gavi. Mbappe! Pedri. Chance here to counter. Now it's Rafinha. He is through here. Aimed beyond the defence. Flash is fabulous, and it's come back out to him. Goal! Barcelona! The first significant strike. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And he's managed to get free. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Madrid unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but...
Here is the first touch of the second half. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And it's Pedri. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Well, played right into his path. Tchouaméni. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. João Cancelo. Bernal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going forward. Rudiger. Here's Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius, and the shot! Superb from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid restore parity.
Well,
oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Diaz. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
So we have movement on both benches.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21 será sustituido por el dorsal 30. Se va a llevar a cabo un
Well, that
cambio de
tackle was
jugadores.
certainly sturdy. Chouameni. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. Now, what a terrific effort! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Distributed tidily. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Looking for options for movement. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lewandowski under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with...
Goes for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Carvajal. Mastantuono. Knocks it into space. And this is Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And that really should have been that.
Lewandowski really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
El dorsal 45.
And it's been taken short.
Serán sustituidos
No way through, so
el dorsal
shoots!
46.
They've got to be quick to recover this.
El dorsal 8 se va a
And it's
realizar un
Koundé.
cambio de jugadores.
Bargi picks it up out wide. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. Bargi is onto this. Koundé has it in a wide position. Howson trying to keep this in. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Rashford. Oh, such a clever touch. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Can he get it through? It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Lewandowski. He's found a way through. Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Lewandowski taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
That's where we